Types of SQL commands. Here we have three types of SQL commands to interact with the database. The first one is DQL, Data Query Language, and the second one is DDL, Data Definition Language, and the third one is DML, Data Manipulation Language. The DQL is used to display the required data from the database by using the select statement. Here the DDL is used to define the structure of database. DML is used to manipulate the data in the database. In DQL we have only select query. In DDL we have create, alter, drop and truncate. In DML we have insert, update, delete. So first we have to go to DQL. The DQL means data query language. In that we have only the select query. First go to the SQL server and first create the table. Okay, let's create the table first. Create table, table name, students, students. In that we have columns like student ID, int, name, name varchar of 10, department, department, varchar of 10, age, age int, marks, marks int. Okay, okay. Sorry, I did mistake. Here, if you have to see like create table, this is the students is the table name. In that we have like columns like student ID, name, department, age, marks. In that after that student ID we have the int. It is a data type which indicates the numbers. Name after we have varchar. It is a data type which indicates the string. In SQL, we don't use the strings. In place of strings, we use varchar or char like this. If we go and execute this, here the table is created. So let's insert the values into the table. Insert, insert into table students values. Okay. First one in the what the first one student ID one at one. After that name string enclosed with single code Raju, and the second department CSE is 20, marks 85, end with semicolon. Same like we have to insert how many rows you have. That means how many rows you want. Then you have to insert like this. I want I will take here 5 only. Then you have to 2, 3, 4, 5. Raju, Priya, Arun, Sneha, Kiran. Okay. CBSE, ECE, Usal, CSE, Triple E, and ECE. ECE. Yes. 21, 20. Okay. Change some of the columns. 22, 21. And the marks 92, 80, 78, 95. Okay. Here we have to insert the columns. Then you have to check all the columns are, all the rows are inserted with values or not. Then go to execute. Then the rows are affected. That means the data can be stored in the table students. Okay, let's see. Here by using the select statement, select star, select star from table name students. Okay, here the star requires all. From means which table you want to see all the records. The students means here the table name is students. Okay, let's execute this query. The table is created. That's it. Okay. After creating the table, let's start with the select queries. The select queries has different sections and different components. We call them classes. That means SQL query classes. In that we have different types of SQL classes. The first one is select class. The definition of select class is the select class is used to choose the columns that you want to display. That means here if you want to the only the specified column like name, then it can display the only name column. Example, I only want to see the names of all students. We don't need their ages, marks, or department. Okay, then go to SQL query, SQL server, and execute this. This is the query. I only want to see the names of all students. You don't need their age, marks, and department. Okay, execute this. Select. Here, I want only names. So, name from which table? From students. Students. Okay. Okay, execute this query. Here, if you have to see like this, here names will be displayed. Okay. Another class. Same like select a name from students. The output is names. The select keyword tells SQL what information you want. Here we selected only the names column. So SQL displays only the student names. Easy trick for the select is if you want to select, that means what do you want to see in the table. This is called select class. Let's go to another class. The second one is distinct class. The definition of distinct class is the distinct class removes duplicate values. The distinct class is used to remove the duplicate values. Duplicate values is nothing but a repeated values. Example, how many different departments are there in the college? Okay, then let's execute this query in SQL server. Okay, we'll go to SQL server, enter, and paste it. Here we have to put the hyphen because it is like a comments in SQL. Want to put the hyphen, then it goes under the comments. Okay, let's execute distinct class. In here, if you have to see like first, see the table. Select, select star from students. First execute this query. Execute. Okay. In this we have distinct means duplicated values. Here if you have to see like this, in this department we have repeated values. So based on the department, we have to we have to do the distant. Then the query is select department enter from students. This is the query. That means here we want to select the only department column from students table. That means this is the you have to select here only display the department column. Then after that we have to perform the distinct class. Same like select in the here we have to place distinct keyword, distinct department from students. Then execute this. Then only CSC, EC and triple E is only there. Here the distant removes the repeated values and display the each value only once. That means in simple words we can say that the distance means show only unique values. That means different values. Okay, let's go to another topic. Another one is top class. The definition of top class. Top class is used to display only a specific number of rows. That means if you have to select a specific rows, I want only top 2, top 3 like this. By using the top class, we have to display the number of rows. Here the example is show me only the first 3 students. This is the query. Okay, let's go to SQL server and execute this. Okay. Here the query is show me only the first 3 students. Then select first if you have to see only first see the table because sorry wait control C. Okay, control V. Let's execute this query. Then this is the table. In the table, show me only first three records. First three records are Raju, Priya, Arun. Okay. Then start the query. Select. We want only top three. Then top three star is used from star means all. Select top three star from which table? Students. Okay. Let's execute this query. Then Raju, Priya, Arun. Top three columns are displayed. Suppose if you want to take top two columns, then top two. Execute this. Execute this query. Then top two records are displayed. Top limits the number of records returned. That means only selected records are returned. Instead of showing all 5 students, SQL shows only the first three. Easy trick for the top is first few records. Okay, then let's go to another topic. The fourth one is from class. From class definition is from tells SQL which table contains the data. That means you need, here we have student table, employee table, teacher table. If you need student information, SQL must know which table to use. Okay, then go to the SQL server and execute it. Sorry, first the query is all information. Okay, this is the query. Then go to the SQL server and execute it. Only from. This is also one of the example from the from class. Here the from is used. We have to select which table do you want to display. That this is called from. Okay, from. Select. Start the query from. Then here star means all, from defines which table do you want to display. Okay, then let's execute this query. The table will be displayed. This is the from. Okay, let's go to another one. Another one is where class. Where is used to filter rows based on a condition. Based on condition, we can perform the row. Example, show only students who scored more than 80 marks. Okay, this is the query. Then execute this. Enter. Top one is Control C. This is the from class. And the next one is this is the where class. Show only students who scored more than 80 marks. Okay, let's start the query. Select star from which table? Students. Here it is the condition where marks greater than 80. Where this is the query. Here first you have to select all the columns and rows from the students table. Then after that where condition is performed. Based on that where condition, the table will be displayed. Okay, then let's execute this query. Go and execute it. Okay, this is greater than 85, 80, greater than 80, greater than 80. All the conditions are satisfied. This is the where class. First SQL go to throughout the table and check the condition. If the condition is correct, then the record is displayed. Okay, let's go to another one. This is the where class. The another one is join class. Join. Suppose in join, if you want to join the two tables, so for joining we have one table is there, then we have to create another one, department table. In that department table, we have two columns, department and HOD. Okay, like this. SQL. Okay, go to SQL server and create the department table. What table? Department table. Okay, department table. For joins, create table. The table name is department, and in that we have take only two columns, that is department is varchar of 10, so of 10, and the next column is HOD varchar, because in that we have to use only strings, and close it. So, comma. Okay, then let's execute this table. Execute. The department table is created. Okay, then insert the values. Insert into table name is department values. Okay, the first one is department name, that is string, so enclosed with single quote, CSE, comma, HOD name Dr. Kumar. This is also string, so enclosed with single quote. Okay, this is the first column, first value to insert into the table. Like this, we have to do from how many columns do you want. Copy. Here I want to take three rows. So the first one is CSE and the second one is ECE. Rao, Devi, and Tribuli. Here we have to take three HODs from three departments. Then go and execute this. Execute it. Okay, 3 rows are affected. That means the values are stored in that table. Okay, let's see the overall table. Select star from which table? Department. End with the semicolon. It is department. Okay, let's execute this query and execute it. Okay, here the table is created. Okay, here the table is created. So the perform the query join. Okay, from join the query is select students table dot name comma department dot HOD. Here the query, here if you have to take name column from students table and the HOD column from department table. Enter. From student, then we have to perform join. Join department on student. Student. Student dot department equal to department dot department. Okay, this is the query. That means here from students table, if you have to select name column and HOD column, both are joined on by using the students table and the department table. So let's execute this query. Execute it. Here if you want to see the output, then it will display the names column from students table and HOD from department table. Here based on department, the HODs are displayed. Okay, this is the joins. Like this, if you want to join another column also, if you want to join. Okay, let's go to another one. In simple way, join means combine two tables. And another one is, this is the group by class. The group by class definition is group by creates the groups of similar data. That means in that group by, we want to create the similar data into a groups. Example, how many students are there in each department? This is the query. Okay, then go and execute this. Go to SQL server, enter. Okay, paste it. Sorry. This is the query. Control C. How many students are there in each department? Here we have to calculate the how many students are there from the each department. That means how many students from CSE, and ECE and ECE. Okay, let's start with the query. Select department. Department count star. Count star means if you have here we have to count how many number of students from which table, from students. Enter group by group by department. In okay, this is the query. This is the query. That means here we want to select only department column from students table. In that department column we have to group that department column. Okay, here the count is used to count how many number of students from that department. Okay, let's execute this query and execute it. Okay, if you want to see here from CSE we have two members and ECE 2 and triple E as 1. Okay, this is the group by. Go to another one. Group by is nothing but it counts the number of students in each group. Group by, in simply we can say that group by is called make groups. Okay, let's go to another one is having class. The definition of having class is having means filter the groups created by the group by. That means in the previous in group by class we create the groups. That groups are filtered by using the having. This is the query. Show only department have more than one student. Go to SQL server. Let's execute this. Okay. Having class. The query is select mm, same this Control C. Here if you have take same query from group by because first we have to group by the department. After that having class will perform based on the group. Then having having count start greater than 1. Okay, here I will explain this from in group by. Here having class is executed after that group by because having is performed based on the group by. When the group by creates the groups, based on that groups, having class is performed. Okay, so let's execute this query. Execute it. Okay. Here the department CSE ECE 2. That means 2 is greater than 1. It check all the departments and the count of departments. Then it will display the records based on the query. Okay, let's go to another one. In simply say having class, having removes, having is filter the groups, filtering the groups. This is the query. Same query we are execute there. Department. Here it is checked. The condition is greater than 1. Here the two students. Then it checks the 2 is greater than 1. Yes, 2 and 1. Here it is not possible. So the two students are take, only these two students are displayed. The next one is order by class. The definition of order by class is order by is used to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. By using the order by, we have to do perform the ascending order or descending order. Okay, this is the query. Then execute this query. Enter. Okay. Select. Arrange students from highest marks to lowest marks. That means highest to lowest is descending order. Here we have to perform descending order. Select name, comma, marks from which table? Students. Students. From students. Then perform the order by. Order by marks. Descending. Here we perform the descending order on marks column. Let's execute this. Here the marks in descending order. See 95, 92, 85, 80, 78. Okay. Here we select the names and marks column from students table and perform the order by in descending order in marks column. Okay. In simple words, we can say that order by arrange the results based on the ascending order or descending order. Here we perform the descending order. Let's see the ascending order. Okay. Execute. You see 78, 80, 85, 92, 95. This is the order by. Okay. The next one is name marks. Same one. Okay. These are all the SQL queries. If you want to execute all the classes in one query, then it is the query complete query and go to the SQL server. Sorry, something is happening. Sorry, it will not copy. Okay. The query is show the top two unique departments where the students scored more than 80 marks and display the department name, number of students and average marks. Average the result from highest average marks to lowest. This is by using the query, the complete by using the complete query, we have to execute the statements. Okay, this is the query. Let's start write the query. Let's write. Okay, select Show the top two unique departments. Then perform unique means distinct. Select distinct top two. Top two and unique department, that means a distinct. Here to we perform two classes and department dot department. Count. First of all, I will write the query. After that, I will explain. Let's wait for 2 minutes. Um, Students dot students student ID areas as total students and average students marks as origins from students. After that, join department on student dot department ID equal to department dot department ID. Where is student dot not separated by 80 group by department department having count student dot student ID less than 0 ordered by average marks. Then design it. This is the complete query. Department ID department marks department students dot student ID. Okay, let's execute the complete query by using the all classes. This is the query. Okay, based on the query, we will write the SQL statements or queries. Here, we want only top two records and unique departments. That means by using the distinct, where the students scored more than 80 marks, and display name, number of students. That means total number of students we have to calculate, and average marks. Arrange the results from highest marks to lowest. That means in order by we have to perform the descending order. Okay. In this, select distinct. That means here we have to select only distinct. Distinct, that means without duplicate values. We have to select here, and the only top two records. Then here perform the top distinct, and after that it will display the top two records in department by using the department table. And after that, here we have to count the students based on the student ID in s- student tables, and make it as a new column as total students. After that, we have to calculate the average marks of students in students table, and make it as a new column as average marks. That means write the alias of marks as average marks alias from students table. And after that, we can perform the join between department table and the students table, and perform the where class where the student marks greater than 80. After that, we can perform the group by. We have to group the department ID, and after that perform the having. Count the IDs of students in students table, and at last we can perform the order by average marks in descending order. Okay, let's execute this. Execute. Here, that only top two records are there, and a distinct, that means no repeated values, is CE and CSE. There is no repeated values from department table, and count the students based on the IDs. Two students from ECE, one from CSE, and calculate the average marks, and make it as a new column average marks, and join the two tables students and department, and perform the where class where the marks are greater than 80, 93, 85, and group by. We can group by using the department ID, department ECE and CSE, having count the students ID, and order by in descending order 93, 85. This is the complete query by using the all select classes. And the next one is DDL, data definition language. DDL commands are used to create, modify, or delete the structure of database. That means by using the create, modify, delete commands, we have to do modify in the tables. So the first command is create. By using the create command, we can create the table. In previously, we can create the table same like by using the create command, we can create the table. And the next one is alter command. By using the alter command, we can do modifies in an existing table. That means we can do modifies in students table. Then go to the server, SQL server, select the students. Here we have students ID, name, department, age, marks, HOD. Okay. I And I have to add another one also by using the alter command. Alter table students, from students table add phone number int. Okay. Okay. So execute it. It is added to the table. So sorry. Select the query. So here the phone number column is added. By using the alter command, a new column named phone number is added to the students table. So by using the alter command, we can do changes like this, and we can change the data type also by using the alter command. Same like in this, we have to insert the values also. Okay. The next one is another one is drop. Drop means deletes the entire table. This is the main. Then go and execute this. Enter. Drop table students. So here we have to drop the student table, deletes the entire table, permanently deletes the student table along with all its data. That means along with rows and columns, complete structure, it is deleted. So let's execute this. It is deleted completely. So let's select. Here, if you have to see invalid object name students, that means the complete students table permanently deletes along with the data. This is called drop. And another one is truncate. Truncate means deletes all records but keep the structure, table structure as it is. Let's go and execute truncate table student. First, if you want to execute this, here the table is completely deleted. So first to create the table, let's go here. So by selecting this, the table is created. So we can perform the truncate here. Enter. Truncate table. Table name is students. Okay, let's execute this. If you want to see here, only the data is deleted, but the table structure is there. Go and see like this. See the student ID, name, department, age, marks. The structure of table is there. Only inside the table, the data is deleted. This is called truncate. And another one is these are called DDL data definition language commands. Let's revise this. Create, alter, drop, and truncate. These are the four commands in DDL. And another one is DML, data manipulation language. DML commands are used to insert, update, and delete the data inside a table. Inside the table, we have to do insert the data, update the data, and delete the data. Okay. Here, the first command is insert. Insert into student. So go go to server and add a new column like this. Here we have only 5 rows. That means 5 records are there. In that, by using the insert command, we have to add a new record. Insert into table name is student values. So that means 106 pinky string enclosed with a single column. Triple E is 2390. Okay, insert. Okay, let's execute this command. One row is affected. So if you have to select query, check the column is added into the table or not. The column is added. If check all this, here if you have to see, the 5 rows are executed. After that, we have to insert the sixth one. One row is affected. That we have to execute the select star. Here, if you have to see like this, 106 from top and the bottom, because here we add 2 times the same record at the top and the last. By using the insert command, we can add the new columns or new row into the table, existing table. And the second command is update. Update means changes the existing data. This is the query. Let's execute this. Date set date students set marks equal to 90 where students sorry student ID equal to 101. Okay, let's execute this. One row is affected. So let's see. Go to 101 and here where the student ID is 101, the marks equal to 90. It will execute. Say by using the update command, we have to execute the marks like this. Any column if you have to execute. And another one is delete. Delete command removes the specific records. Delete from that means if you want to delete only the second column or the second row, then it will delete only the second row. Specific records it delete. Okay, let's execute this. Control V. From students table, where the student ID equal to 1, in this table we have to delete this record. So let's execute this. One row is affected. So let's see the overall table if the record is present or not. Let's see. 101 record is deleted. This is called delete command. This is about DML. In DML we use create, update, delete.